defeat for Arsenal last night at the San Siro, 1-0 to Inter Milan. Another defeat for Arsenal. In fact, that's 3 defeats in 6 games in the Premier League and Champions League combined. Really frustrating, especially the first half. I thought the second half, totally different team. They came out with vigor and determination. I think, again, keep in mind this is a team without Declan Rice and without Martin Odegaard, 2 of our probably most important players, at least in that midfield. But again, it's you can throw anything you'd like at the fact that we didn't have this or we didn't have this or we didn't get the penalty. Look, Inter Milan did not show up to that game in hopes to get a dodgy penalty and then sit back and defend for 45 minutes. That wasn't their game plan. Arsenal were all over them in the second half. I saw we had 21 shots, 4 on target. The XG was a 1, but I'm not impressed by 21 shots when 4 of them were on target. I don't remember Jan Sommer really making 1 save. Kai Havertz blasted a couple over the bar. Saka had a couple shots. Wanyeri had a few himself when he came on, who obviously, as normal, looked very impressive, Wanyeri. But look, all in all, we lost 1-0. And this is a team that is undefeated in 11 games at the San Siro. So, this is the Champions League. It's a bit of a different animal. Look what's happening to Real Madrid. Real Madrid got beaten by Milan just yesterday. So, and again, I'm not looking for excuses. I'm not trying to make excuses for the player or for Mikel, because I think he got the substitutions wrong again, at least in my opinion, of course. It felt like they were very late. Timber, I understand, coming off for Zinchenko. Wanyeri, I thought could have come on a little earlier. Obviously Mikel Merino was sort of hooked early on, but it's not for Bar having a poor game. I thought Mikel did fine. Maybe hasn't quite hit the heights that we are expecting of him. But again, it just comes down to these players who you rely on. I think, and not to single anyone out, but players like Leandro Trossard, who again had a very, very poor game, and it's frustrating because it doesn't seem to work. Mikel tries this time and time again, sticking Trossard where he is. And just the fact that he just seems like a totally different player when he's starting the game as opposed to coming on as a sub 70 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever the case may be. If you think back at that Liverpool game, I think it was last year when we won 3-1, that's the Trossard that we know. The Trossard that's banging them in, the best finisher that we have, in the team. I've made that shout myself. I heard plenty of other people, say the same thing. It's like he cannot start games. You rely so much on him. We've lost players like Smith Rowe. Vieira is out on loan. We didn't replace Eddie Nketiah. We didn't buy a single forward other than Raheem Sterling, who didn't even get a single second last night to play when we needed a goal. So there's a lot of frustrating things that went on with this game today. Overall, like I said, I was pretty unimpressed with the first half. Having 21 shots and 4 on target, I'm not going to hang my head and say, we didn't win because we had 4 shots on target. And I don't even remember seeing 4 shots. I don't remember seeing a shot on target saved, for fuck's sake. So, I thought Partey, Timber, Saka, as usual. Partey especially, by the way, he's having his best season in an Arsenal shirt. And I say that in terms of especially availability. We've seen him do it at right back all season. Yesterday in the midfield, he was calm, collected, controlled the game. I would have loved to see him alongside Rice yesterday. Hopefully that we'll see that on Sunday against Chelsea. But again, no Rice, no Odegaard today. I think we struggled because of that. No creativity. Rice is just Mr. Reliable himself. So, look, we'll call it there. Chelsea on Sunday. Very, very excited for that game. I hope Rice is going to be back. I see rumors that he will be. Odegaard got a couple minutes today. I kind of doubt he starts, although he does seem a bit ahead of schedule. Everyone else, I just don't know. I didn't talk about Martinelli at all, but again, a player who just, even after those 2 goals, he seems to have sort of tapered off, and he's kind of back to his old self, maybe lacking a little bit of confidence. I'm not quite sure what it is, but we don't really have competition for that position. it's Martinelli and it's Trossard. I suppose it's Sterling, but Sterling's not playing. He's certainly not going to start against Chelsea. So, look, that's it for me, guys. Thanks very much for watching. If you made it this far, I do really appreciate it. I always appreciate it. Hit me up on Twitter if you'd like. Subscribe down below. Give me a comment on your thoughts on the game. Is Mikel's time up if he doesn't come out of this season with a trophy? Premier League, Champions League, an FA Cup. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Again, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you when I see you.